Hey, what's up guys? It's Walmart Levante, and I'm back with another Beyblade Burst Evolution review. I have Fafnir F3 from the Switch Strike line. So let's take a look at the box. So it shows the gimmick here, which is the Switch Strike ability, which includes the rubber collision bumper, as well as the launch shock spring. And when we open that up, I will explain how those work. So the parts here are the energy layer, which is Fafnir F3, the forge disc, which is D28, and the performance tip, which is TS10. And the stats here are 0 for attack, 1 for burst, 6 for defense, 6 for weight, 0 for agility, and 10 for stamina, which does seem fairly accurate, to be quite honest. Let's not forget about the Beyblade Burst app, which is available on the App Store and the Google Play Store, so feel free to get that. And I'll also include the QR code in this video. But let's open this right up now. Alright, so now we have all the parts out of the box, and I'm just going to quickly go over the launcher. So, it's a left and right spin launcher, and this is how you insert the ripcord, where it says L, and you launch, and that's it. It's a pretty decent ripcord launcher, and better than the blue ones and the red one from L2. So, let's just go into Fafnir right now. As you can see, it's kind of fairly circular actually, which is really good for a stamina type. But the main gimmick on here is the rubber. So these Fs over here, there's 3 of them, are made of rubber. And as you can see, it is exposed. So when you have an opponent come, it's supposed to absorb the shock of it, which is great, and it works great against our right spin opponents here, such as Betrometh B2. And it's opposite spin, meaning that it can actually spin steal, which makes it a pretty good choice against most right spin. And here's the QR code, of course. Scan that into your Beyblade Burst app, enjoy. And yeah, this is looking like a very strong layer right now, and I think it will actually perform pretty good because of the shape, and it has the rubber on there, which is great for spin stealing. Now we have our disc here, which is 8. So, it is fairly round, and it does have some weight to it, and I think that if you use this along with a frame, because it is frame compatible. So, this is from my Valtryek V3, and you can see it does fit a frame on here, which adds more weight, but I think if you put something on like Glaive, which is from Wyvron W3, as well as Satum S3, it would give it even more weight and make it even rounder. So, this is a pretty good disc to have if you plan on using frames, and I think it is best with a frame on it. So, just getting our frame off there. Then we go to our performance tip. As you can see, the tip itself is a sharp, but the main gimmick is the spring in here. It's almost like something you'd see on a pen. So, what's meant to happen is that when you hit the stadium floor, it will absorb the shock of it. And it's a pretty good idea for when you first launch it. And I think that we do have some better options like Revolve, which comes on Roktavor R2, and maybe even just the regular Survive performance tip. But I still think it's very neat. So now that we have all that over with, let's put our Bey together. And it assembles a bit differently since it is left spin. So here we are. Let's put this all together. And here we are. It has a pretty decent slide to it. So, it shouldn't be too OP, but it's already going to be fairly strong since it is a left spin Beyblade Burst top. So, I think this is going to do well, but let's do some test battles and find out and see how strong it really is. Alright, so I'm at the Bey Stadium with Fafnir F3, and there's no better opponent than Genesis Valtryek V3. So they're going to go head-to-head in the stadium, and let's see how good Fafnir is. So, 3, 2, 1, rip. Let it rip. Wow, and that was a quick KO by Valtryek V3. But the battle is still not over, so let's go again. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Let it rip. So as we can see, it's good at well, it should be good at stamina, and the defense is not as good. But look at this. Valtryek can't exactly get hits on, and I think it's because of the rubber, which is kind of nullifying the attacks. Oh, look at this. It looks like a close match. Oh, and Fafnir ends up winning that with a spin finish. So let's keep on going with a few more test battles. So, 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Rip. Oh, wow. So, Valtryek was getting some good hits in, but Fafnir is able to keep its ground. I think the rubber is really doing its work in here, as said before. Oh, now Reboot has activated, and Valtryk's getting some good hits in. But I think Fafnir will pull through. So as you can see, Fafnir can outspin right spin attack types, but I think it's time to hand spin it. So, I'm going to hand spin this Beyblade. Now watch. So, watch this battle. So Valtryk's just attacking Fafnir right now, as you can see. But Fafnir is still spinning after some of those big attacks in the beginning. But look, Fafnir continues to spin. Reboot activated. Fafnir continues to spin. And Fafnir won even after being hand spun, which shows that this Beyblade has the rubber to absorb, allowing it to be hand spun and still beat opponents, which is pretty crazy and pretty special to this Beyblade. So as you can see, Fafnir is an amazing top. Even stock, it is doing great against Valtryek V3, which is a fairly powerful attack type. So if you guys see this, I recommend you pick it up since the energy layer is great and the rest of the parts can also have some amazing use. So anyways, that's all for my video. If you guys like this video, leave a like. If you want to be updated for all my Beyblade and Bakugan content, hit that subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching, and remember to blade on!